motorway because it's not built.
Ah,
So where do we go?
Timizira, I think. Timisoara.
Minswara. This way. Manas. This one, Manasistua. Deva, Faggot. And towards Deva. On the E673. It's taken us through loads of little villages that are awesome. Reminds me of being in outback Australia, but green. Just following this lorry for ages. Can't overtake it because Richard's still asleep, so I can't see around it. There's people getting up to go to work. Past people on bicycles. Just driving along smiling. I'm glad the motorway ended. Also really nice views that you can't see because there's trees in the way, but there's mountains over in the background, fog just hanging around them. Don't think you can see them through there. It's 6 o'clock in the morning as well, so 24 hours. 24 hours ago we left Heidelberg and we're about 50 k's away from Bucharest. There's so many lorries on this little tiny road. There's no... Drove past some unfinished parts of the motorway as well. They've got the bridges in, so I haven't got a road connecting them all up yet. It is beauty sleep, bless her. This is pretty much the situation every time we drive. I start driving, then he falls asleep. Lovely morning. This is getting quite high and windy. day when there's more interesting stuff happens, apart from me winding through the hills in the middle of nowhere looking for the capital city. Ta-ta. So we're back on the road after a 100-kilometre detour through the hills and valleys of Romania, which was fantastic. Saw all the clouds in the valley. It's now raining. Absolutely thumbing it down before. Richard's still asleep. Been away for over 24 hours now. Pretty much driven across Europe in one day. From Heidelberg to about 300 kilometers outside of Bucharest on 2.5 bottles of Red Bull and sour cherry Haribo. I'm gonna make Richard drive for 10 hours after this, because I am going to sleep until Turkmenistan. Every time I drive, this happens. That's about an hour. And the stretch me. The first night, when we were driving to Belgium, we were on a motorway and we turned off. But on the first night when we were driving to Belgium, I was driving and I pulled off at a junction and he was asleep, and then obviously he just shouted to me, "The next right at the roundabout," which confused the living daylights out of me. The time I thought he was on his phone because he was putting his Spotify playlist on, and he just got asleep like that for hours. It's one thing he's good for, it's sleeping. By about 10, 11, provided we don't get detoured around through all these hills again. That's all for now. Bye. So, I've just woken up from an hour nap, maybe. I've been driving since Budapest to about 250 kilometers outside of Bucharest, which started at midnight in Budapest. Did my driver handover to Richard at 9 o'clock here. As we were doing the driver handover, Richard got talking to these two Romanian guys who were looking at the bonnet inside the car, and were like, "Oh yeah, you don't go to Bucharest. There's a different road you should take. Go along this way." I'd like to point out what a jammy little fucking shit Richard is. Every time we go to a city, I get given the hard, difficult ones to drive in. Luxembourg City was an absolute nightmare to navigate. We were going round and round in circles trying to look for a parking space. There was traffic everywhere. It was annoying as hell. What was my other city? Prague, the busiest junction in the world I had to go through. dickhead Stebbins here gets the easy cities. They're all fucking massive boulevards, driving in straight into a parking space. Budapest, and we switched over at Budapest. He drove in, went up the hill, got in the car park, parked up, did the switch over. I had to come out. I was going to have tram lines, one-way systems, all sorts of shit. Coming into Bucharest, the motorway ran out and I had to go diversion. I was going through little Borat town villages. We were 450 kilometres away, went off on the diversion, did a 100-kilometre detour through hills, and so it was tipping down in rain. There was massive falls right next to the car. It was lorries everywhere. It was so annoying. Dickhead over here gets the fucking Romanians on the handle and says, try a different route, you'll like it. Turns out to be 20 minutes quicker. It's just this fucking route. Stop smiling, you cunt. Sorry for the language, but Stebbins, can you explain why you're an arsehole? Why do you get the easy things? Why am I just spent 9 hours and at the handover you get given this?
The gods just love me.
There's no God.
Everything, you know what, when I wing it, everything goes right. Just wing it, it's fine.
I'm going to make you drive in Tehran. This is the worst city in the world for driving, but you're going to get there and it's going to be like a public holiday or some shit.
I know, it'll be brilliant.
That's my rant. I haven't slept for ages. It's not even halfway up. It's halfway up. This is...
Yeah, we started there.
Ah!